Hello once again. Welcome to the Tiernan Center here in Richmond as we bring you Red Devils basketball right here on Radio Troy Digital Sports. This is the Farm Bureau Insurance with Kevin Shear pregame show. Great to have you with us. The Red Devils come into this one tonight at 1-1 after winning last week over Jay County in their second game. And the North Central Panthers playing just one contest so far as they knocked off Indianapolis Metro in their opening contest by a final of 71-64. We'll talk more about that win coming up in just a few moments. How many of you remember last year's meeting between Richmond and North Central over in Indianapolis? The Red Devils do, and I'm sure the Panthers do as well. The final score, 105-51 in a game not as close as that score may indicate. The only bright spot for the Red Devils in that contest, Christian Harvey lit things up for 39 of the 51 points. They may need that kind of performance again tonight, though the Panthers are without Mr. Basketball Chris Wilkes, who moved on to UCLA. They're still a very, very good basketball team, and they have some scores on this team, 4 players in double figures coming into this one here tonight. Red Devils looking for a little bit of respect as well. They have not played well in their first 2 games, and there's no doubt about it. When you look at the numbers, they are not scoring the basketball in those first 2 games coming into this one tonight, averaging only 38 points per game. The shooting percentages are down both in the regular as well as 3-point shooting. Those will be 2 keys tonight, and they've got to find a way tonight as well to get some post presence. That has not been the case in the first 2 games for Richmond. When we come back in a couple of moments, we're going to hear from head coach Rick Wedlow. We'll get his thoughts about tonight's matchup. We'll scout this North Central team. As always, the NCC and the area report coming up in just a few moments. Stay tuned for that. Also, the tale of the tape will put these 2 teams side by side and give you an idea of what they look like together. And of course, a little bit later, we'll also have the most recent Associated Press high school basketball polls. It's all coming up. This is the Farm Bureau Insurance with Kevin Shear pregame show right here, Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Some people are born lucky. Other people take luck into their own hands, avoid stepping on sidewalk cracks, and wouldn't dare walk under a ladder. But whether you were born with luck or make your own, when it comes to your insurance coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance today or visit them online at infarmbureau.com to purchase an auto policy. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shear.
All the amenities you want and the convenience you need. Your next apartment is waiting for you at Chester Heights Apartments in Richmond. Chester Heights Apartments come with 1, 2, or 3 bedrooms with central air, inside laundry, swimming pool, and a new regulation-sized volleyball court. Chester Heights also offers convenient access to IU East, Reed Hospital, shopping, restaurants, and more. Call today for specials. Chester Heights Apartments on Chester Boulevard in Richmond, a proud supporter of all Richmond high school athletics.
Finding a used car dealership you can trust is not an easy thing to do, but for me, the choice was an easy one. I went to Tony's Car Sales in Richmond. I purchased my last 2 cars from Tony's and couldn't be happier with the service. They didn't pressure me, and they worked with me through the entire process. If you're in the market for a great used vehicle, get to Tony's Car Sales in Richmond, 250 National Road West, or give them a call at 962-5665, or go to their website, tonyscarsales.com.
Hey, Rick, boy, I tell you what, you play a basketball team, and I think they're a little bit different than they were last year. No doubt about it, still very talented. They don't have Chris Wilkes and a couple other players, but still a very good basketball team you'll play tonight.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you're talking about an Indianapolis school with 3,800 kids, and Doug Mitchell is a Hall of Fame coach, and he's going to always have good players, attend his school system, and they just reload every year. But this is always a good opportunity to evaluate our guys and see who we can depend on, who's going to compete and battle, and so it'll be interesting to see how things shake out. Obviously, they lose Chris Wilkes, Emmanuel Little, Rivera from last year, but they still have O'Donnell Lee and Tyreek Johnson, and they've got some players that have been through a lot of battles. And we'll have our hands filled. It's going to be important that we trust one another. It's going to be very important that we, handle that pressure, be strong with the basketball, and be aggressive. We can't play on our heels. If we're backing up and not moving forward, it could be a long night. But, we're hoping that our guys be ready to play. We're hoping that we can make some shots, obviously. We're hoping we can take care of the ball, rebound, and be in attack mode and not be on our heels.
Was that kind of what happened last year? You go over there, and, of course, again, when you look at that lineup, I guess I would kind of think, man, this is quite a task ahead of us. But is that kind of what happened last year, other than the way Harvey played?
Well, last year, it's Doug's 400th. He's going for his 400th victory. They have an amazing student section, and they were really into the game. Yeah. They came out and made their first 10 or 12 shots, starting off with Chris getting a dunk off the tip, and we were just chasing our tail the entire game. We had we didn't have good senior leadership that night, and so. We allowed a few of our young guys to play. Kareem played a little bit that night. Ricky got some time that game, and so, just what it was. And so, I've never taken a loss like that in my life, and I'll never forget that, that feeling. And so we just really try to step up our preparation this week and try to get our guys ready to play. And I think we're ready to play, but you just never know. You're talking, 15 to 18-year-old kids, and but my mindset is just to go out there and battle and fight, and one possession at a time. Be aggressive. Obviously, we're going to need some good leadership and a strong attack out of Christian and Ricky and Keyshawn, Phil, and Jordan. Our starting five. They've got to give us strong minutes. We have to play together. If we go through a time where we're struggling or where we're missing shots and we're turning over, we just got to stick together, go down and get some stops, and go through the ups and downs of the game. The ebb and flow of the game is very important when you're a young ball club. And, I know, Doug, those guys are going to be ready to play. They beat an Indy Metro team by 7, the same a group that they had beat by 60 or 70 last year. And so we're hoping that we can show some improvement and do a little bit better this year. It's going to be very important tonight to see how that goes.
You said something earlier this week about their guarding Christian Harvey, laid 39 on him last year. Do you think that after watching your two first games that they're going to see, listen, if we can stop Harvey, we're going to stop this team from scoring?
Well, we know that they're going to have a game plan for Harvey, and which is going to create opportunities for Rick and Phil on the perimeter, and hopefully it opens up some things on the inside. I mean, they have size, but their size, they're not particularly big guys. They're more they're wings and guards playing at the 4 and 5, and we're going to try to pound the ball inside if we can, because when you look at let's see. When you look at Mike Rogers and Donald Lee, they're both 6'5". They're both seniors, but they're really 3-man. They're really small forward / big shooting guards, and so we're hopefully our bigs can kind of impose their will down there in the paint, and but on the other end, it'll be a defensive challenge for us as well. So we have a defensive game plan. I mean, I won't show my hand right now, but. Let's hope that it works, and then we can just keep tinkering and find some stuff that'll help us be successful today.
And Coach, there's no doubt about it, you need some production out of your big guys, and that hasn't really happened in the first 2 games.
Well, we've worked hard this week at trying to get the ball in the post. trying to help them with their mentality. We want them to score. We need them to score. We don't care if they go 5 for 20. It's better than them catching the post and just giving it up. You know what I mean? So we want them to be aggressive. We want them to take those shots now early, and then hopefully down the road when we get in the heat of the heart of our conference schedule, we get into our sectional schedule, then we'll be able to have more balance from the inside and the outside.
And before I let you go, the one thing also we talked about earlier this week was the mentality when you don't hit shots is not to let yourself get down, keep shooting the basketball, and not let that last shot that you might have missed affect you.
Oh, absolutely. You just got to keep shooting the basketball. You got to play with confidence. You got to believe when it leaves your hands, and you got to take the shots to make them and not just to take them. And it's all about mentality. And we're continuing to create culture where we want to be tough. Play tough. We want to play hard. We want to play together, and we just want to have a sincere hatred of losing, and until we get our whole 32 to 36 kids in our program to have that mentality, we're going to have some ups and downs. But I think we're moving in the right direction. I really like the fact that even though our JV we're down right now, it's a all junior, it's all sophomore group. Our freshmen are playing hard. They're getting out on the floor and guarding and things like that. We have, 2 seniors that are getting significant time, which sets us up for the next 2 years where we have, Phillip and Jordan Fryer juniors, Brandon Irvins Jr., and then you got Kareem and Rick getting considerable time. Darius Porfidio Brown is a sophomore. He's starting to pick it up. And so I think we're starting to get the balance in each class that you need to kind of keep the pipeline going. And so it takes time. Year 3, we're still a long way from where we want to be. But, we're starting to see things change. We're starting to see guys' commitment change. We're starting to see guys putting in the extra work before and after practice. And we're starting to see guys be more leaders in the school building. But they're still kids. They still make mistakes. They still have tardies. They still, they still rub a teacher the wrong way here and there. But we're working at that because we want our kids to be leaders in the school and have the other student body look up to them on doing the right things.
Hey, I said last thing, but really this is a great opportunity for you guys tonight.
Well, it's one of them deals where we don't get much respect, and only way you can get respect is you have to earn it, and so it is what it is. I mean, it's just like last week going up to Jake County. One of my coaches said they had Jake County beating us by 16, and so that's where we are right now, man. And whatever the Sagarin ratings, I don't know if they go off of our forfeit games, that record, whatever. It doesn't matter. It's just we have to, instill in our kids that you want to get some respect. Because respect is all you have, and it comes with going out there and fighting and not backing down and holding your position, and that's what we're going to continue to try to work towards.
All right, Coach, good luck tonight.
Thank you very much.
Wish me luck, wish me luck. We've all said it. Thing is, life doesn't run on luck. For most people, it takes careful planning. A lot more than, say, crossing your fingers or toes. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Because as your life changes, your life insurance coverage should do the same. And when it comes to your coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shearer.
We check them better. Every Wetzel Better Buy certified vehicle is fully inspected and reconditioned by ASE and factory-trained technicians. And each Better Buy vehicle comes with a Carfax vehicle history report, so you know you can buy a vehicle with confidence. We back 'em better with a 3-day satisfaction guarantee. Every Wetzel Better Buy certified comes with a 3-day or 300-mile satisfaction guarantee. If you don't like it within that 3 days or 300 miles, just bring it back and we'll exchange it for a vehicle of equal value. Every Wetzel Better Buy certified vehicle comes with a 12-month, 12,000-mile warranty. We price them better. We have dedicated individuals searching the entire country for the highest quality, lowest price vehicles for our inventory. In today's competitive market, we're constantly monitoring vehicle values to ensure that we're offering the best prices possible. We guarantee that every Wetzel Better Buy vehicle is the highest quality used car or truck around. Our reconditioning process guarantees that you are getting a vehicle as close to brand new as possible, and our warranties back that up.
We're back at the Tiernan Center on the Farm Beer Insurance with Kevin Shear pregame show. Great to have you with us as we bring you high school basketball here on Radio Troy Digital Sports. Let's go ahead and take a look at the Panthers of North Central. Doug Mitchell got his 400th win last year against the Red Devils. Did it in, well, I think great fashion. 105-51 was the final. North Central has won all 7 games in the most recent series between these two teams. Mitchell comes into this one tonight at 422 wins, 161 losses in his 25th season. He has had 10 20-win seasons in his career. They beat Indy Metro in their first game 71-64. Donald Lee had 24, Tyreek Johnson 14, Michael Rogers had 12 points and 8 rebounds in the win. In the tail of the tape coming up a little bit later, they'll give you kind of a better idea of what their shooting percentage is. They're not shooting really well, though, especially from three-point range in their first game, but we'll have that coming up on the tail of the tape in just a few moments. North Central last year went 23-5. They ended up losing in the regional to Ben Davis, 47-44. And again, Chris Wilkes is gone. He is now playing his college basketball at UCLA. We'll take a look at the North Central Conference and the area games going on tonight as we continue in the Farm Beer Insurance with Kevin Shear pregame show right here on Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Since 1994, Beach Automotive has provided motorists in the Richmond area with comprehensive auto repair services that include car and truck care, alignment, brakes, tires, engine, transmission, and more. You'll be hard-pressed to find the same level of expertise that our auto mechanic specialists provide. For a high-performing vehicle, trust Beach Automotive. To learn more, call 765-966-8181. Beach Automotive, 110 East Main Street, Richmond.
Hey, tonight's game brought to you in part by your Richmond area Subways. Each day of the week, you can get a different 6-inch sub with no artificial flavors or colors, only $3.50. Every Friday, the tuna, Saturday, the Black Forest ham, and Sunday, the meatball marinara. Treat yourself at Subway. 4 locations in Richmond and Hagerstown. Subway, eat fresh. In the NCC tonight, just 2 of the games going on. Marion playing at Lawrence North, and Logansport is at Lewis Cass. Right now, Marion coming into tonight's game at 1-0. Logansport is 1-0. Lafayette Jeff is 1-0 on the season. McCutcheon and Anderson both off to a 2-0 start. Muncie Central is 1-1. Harrison 2-1. The Red Devils at 1-1. Kokomo will be playing their first game soon, but they haven't played a game yet since they advanced to the state finals in football. Indianapolis Tech off to an 0-2 start. They've now lost 9 straight. In the TEC tonight, Lincoln is at Union, Knightstown at Union County, Northeastern is at Centerville, Tri is at Blue River, and Winchester is at Wapahani. In the MEC tonight, Delta at Cowan, Eastern Hancock is at Southwestern, Monroe Central at Daleville, New Pal is at Shenandoah, and Westdale is at Madison Grant. And in the PAAC, Central Christian at Indianapolis Lutheran, Greenwood Christian at Heritage Christian, Indiana Math and Science at University, Indianapolis International at Indianapolis Arlington, Liberty Christian is at Lighthouse East, and Yorktown is at Muncie Burris. And by the way, Seton will play tomorrow, and we'll have that game for you right here on Radio Troy Digital Sports. When we come back on the Farm Beer Insurance with Kevin Shear pregame show, we'll take a look at the latest AP boys basketball polls. They're out this week. That's all coming up right here on Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Big Boys Pizza is now open in Richmond, located at 1015 East Main Street, next door to the Civic Theater. The menu has great sandwiches, pasta, salads, and of course pizza. Come dine in, carry out, or have your food delivered day or night, at home or at the office. Other locations are in Connorsville and Brookville. Bring in a sports ticket after any game and receive 10% off your purchase. Ticket must be dated for the same day as your purchase. Dine in, take out, or delivery. Big Boys Pizza. 765-488-0023.
Best One Tire and Service has been committed to our partners since 1948. With more than 250 locations in 26 states, Best One puts over 1 million tires on the road every year. Superior tires, expert service, competitive prices. Best One Tire and Service, where the best costs less.
Hi, I'm Roger Clark with Best One of Richmond. Because Best One is one of Bridgestone's largest retailers, we offer exclusive Bridgestone savings. Visit us in Richmond to save on Bridgestone tires today.
Kate's Cages is the #1 indoor training facility for baseball and softball in Richmond by far. With top flight instructors, you will learn how to play the game the right way. Everything from pitching, hitting, catching, and fielding. Kate's Cages will also have the opportunity to participate in triple play fall ball, the softball academy, individual and team camps, and individual private workouts. Kate's Cages Baseball and Softball Indoor Training Facility, 1366 Rose City Boulevard. Call 993-2353 for more information.
At First Bank Richmond, we provide you with an excellent banking experience. Whether it's personal checking, savings, mortgage loans, consumer loans, retail lending, or trust and investments, you can count on First Bank Richmond. First Bank Richmond has been serving the Richmond area since 1887. For more information, give them a call at 962-2581 or go to their website at firstbankrichmond.com.
If you drive through the country back then, there was a basketball hoop everywhere.
So there were 74 boys in the top 4 grades at Milan. 58 of them came out for basketball.
It's the passion, the camaraderie.
I've played all over the world, and definitely I feel like Indiana is respected and well known for basketball.
The way that the people here in the state have embraced Indiana high school basketball is really unbelievable.
It's the euphoria, it's the excitement, we played on every Friday, Saturday night.
Georgia Direct is your one-stop source for floor coverings and decorating ideas for remodeling a home, office, kitchen, or bathroom. Their showroom offers quality products from Mohawk, Shaw, Armstrong, Craft-Made, and many more. They proudly offer Richmond the best quality and variety of home design solutions at competitive prices. At Georgia Direct, their goal is to deliver an outstanding customer experience from selection through installation. Georgia Direct Carpets and Cabinets, 5200 National Road East, Richmond.
Indiana University East is growing. Enrollment has doubled since 2007, and IU East is the university of choice in this region. With athletic programs, internship opportunities, bachelor's and master's degrees, and a growing number of degree programs on campus and online, it is easy to see why IU East is a leader on campus and in the community. Learn more about the many opportunities Indiana University East offers at iue.edu. IU. Focused on you.
Hello, my name is Kyle Schwarzkopf. I'm the manager of Kyle's National Road Auto, in business in Richmond since 1979. We employ ASE certified technicians, and we have over 80 years of experience. We work on all domestics and most European and Japanese cars. Give us a call at 966-1555. Kyle's National Road Auto Service. My name is Kyle Schwarzkopf, and I approve this message.
We are back here at the Tiernan Center in the Farm Beer Insurance with Kevin Shear pregame show. I want to say hi to Larry Pippin, who is watching down in the great state of Mississippi. So, Larry, great to have you with us here tonight. I only knew that he was watching because Suzanne said you were. Here's the latest Associated Press boys basketball poll coming out this week. As you would expect, New Albany is number 1 in 4A, followed by Fort Wayne North, Ben Davis, South Bend Riley, McCutcheon out of the NCC at number 5. Then it's Warren Central, North Central ranked number 7, Zionsville, Bloomington South, and Lawrence North. In 3A, Addix is number 1, followed by Culver Academy, Evansville, Bosse. Then it's Northwood, Brownstown Central, Tri-West, Broad Ripple, Brebeuf, Griffith, and Twin Lakes. In 2A, Oak Hill, number 1 again this week, Frankton, Providence, Linton, Stockton, Indianapolis, Howe, Shenandoah, along with Andrean, Westview, Tipton, and Heritage Christian. In Single A, Tinley number 1, followed by Bar Reeve, Tri-County, Fort Wayne Blackhawk. Then it's Lafayette Central Catholic, Gary 21st Century, Oldenburg Academy, Wood Memorial, Oregon Davis, and University. So there's your latest AP high school basketball polls for this week. When we come back on the Farm Beer Insurance with Kevin Shear pregame show, we'll take a look at these two teams side by side. The tale of the tape is coming up next. Stay right there. This is Richmond Basketball and Radio Troy Digital Sports.
For the past 35 years, Van Vliet Insurance has built a reputation of bringing a personal touch. That's because at Van Vliet, it's all about you, your needs, your life, and our town. Along with providing quality coverage to individuals, families, and local businesses, we're proud of our community and the opportunity we have to protect your future within it. Van Vliet Insurance, an Erie Insurance representative. Hometown professionals at work for you.
Mancino's is family-friendly, serving fresh grinders, pizza, pasta, and salads daily. They serve great food priced for family budgets. And whether it's one of their homemade grinders, salads, or pizza, there's sure to be something for everyone in your family. Our baking process may cost a little more and take more time, but the end result of freshness and flavor make the real difference in all of Mancino's award-winning products. Mancino's of Richmond. Give them a call at 966-1161 or go to their website, Mancino'sofRichmond.com. New Vision Sports is a training program that focuses on the training and improvement of this serious-minded athlete, including all ages and skill levels. From creating customized workout plans to providing ongoing motivation and support, New Vision strives to help you achieve your training goals. Their trainers use a variety of effective workout plans based on your specific goals. New Vision Sports, 977-5831, or go to their website, newvisionsports.com. That's New Vision Sports with a Z.
As an internet service provider, Parallax Systems offers reliable residential high-speed internet service and business service. With a fiber backbone reaching over 150 miles, we have created a multifaceted delivery system. Our dark fiber leasing has proved beneficial to public and private sectors alike. Parallax serves Wayne County and surrounding areas. Parallax Systems, when speed matters, a division of Richmond Power and Light.
For over a century, Richmond Power and Light has been providing safe, reliable energy to the citizens and businesses of Richmond and the surrounding area. Through their dedicated and talented employees, they are advancing their tradition of exceptional service through new technology, training, and efficiency in everything they do. Richmond Power and Light provides reliable, low-cost energy and technology services in a customer-focused, environmentally responsible, safety-conscious manner. Richmond Power and Light. Together, we make powerful partners.
Back at the Tiernan Center here in Richmond and the Farm Beer Insurance with Kevin Shear pregame show. North Central coming in at 1-0. The Red Devils at 1-1. Tonight's game brought to you in part by Chef KC at 1301 South L Street in Richmond. His motto is very simple: I grill while you chill. Catering for all events or occasions, personal chef and traveling barbecue service, carry out and delivery is available. And he is a huge Red Devil supporter. Chef KC, 1301 South L Street here in Richmond. Hey, let's go ahead and do the tale of the tape for tonight. We'll put these two teams side by side and give you a look statistically in some of the major categories in this one here tonight. Boy, look at that first one in points per game. I know the North Central's only played one contest, but the Red Devils have averaged only 38 points per game in their first two games of the season. You look at the field goal percentage for North Central, quite an advantage at 48%. The Red Devils at only 31%. Neither team shooting well from three-point range. The rebounding margin going a little bit for North Central, about 4 rebounds more. The assists very low for this early in the year, too. North Central at 9, the Red Devils at 5.5. But, boy, look at that last category as well. Can the Red Devils turn North Central over? 21 turnovers in their first game against Indy Metro. The Red Devils doing a good job of taking care of the basketball. Richmond just 8 turnovers per game in their first two contests of this season. That is the tale of the tape, brought to you by Square Donuts of Richmond. When we come back, the starters are coming up next. We're ready to tip this one off. We've been a little bit late again tonight, simply from the standpoint as North Central got a little bit of a traffic delay heading out of 465 over in Indianapolis, and that caused them to be about 30 minutes late. So we're going to tip off in about another 5 minutes. We'll have all the action for you right here on Radio Troy Digital Sports.
You've got too much stuff in your house or in your business and nowhere to put it all. What do? Here's the answer. Quaker City Storage in Richmond. Quaker City Storage offers various size units for either short-term or long-term storage. You'll get the best rates in town, and you always have 24-hour lighted access to your stuff. Quaker City Storage on Industrial Parkway next to A House Tool. Quaker City Storage is a proud supporter of all Richmond High School athletics.
Summit Computer Systems is a full-service computer manufacturing and support company founded in 1997. They partner with businesses and individuals to provide computer systems, hardware service, support, design services, high-speed wireless internet, network design, and more. Summit Computers, 1427 Chester Boulevard in Richmond. Give them a call at 939-2120.
At Square Donuts, we take our donuts seriously, and apparently so do our customers. Square Donuts is by far the #1 donut shop in Richmond. At Square Donuts, we bake our donuts, cinnamon rolls, long johns, and many other varieties fresh daily. Donuts became our family tradition and business in 1967, and we've continued through 3 generations. Square Donuts in Richmond has 2 locations, including 1241 Northwest 5th Street and 3637 East Main in the Hoppy Jeweler Plaza. Square Donuts of Richmond. We never cut corners and never will.
Here's the starting lineup tonight. First for the North Central Panthers, Tyreek Johnson is a 5'11 senior wearing number 3, averaging 14 points per game. Also at one of the forward spots, 6'4 and a senior, number 5, Donald Lee, averaging 24 points per game. Michael Rogers, a 6'5 senior wearing number 11. He averages 12 points per game. Caleb Pack is a 5'9 senior wearing number 13. He averages 16 per game. Will Logan is a 6'2 senior. He wears number 33. And Logan coming into tonight's game averaging just 1 point per contest. For the Red Devils tonight, no change in their starting lineup as Ricky Wedlow gets the start, 6'1 and a sophomore, number 1. Keyshawn Clemens is 6'6 and a senior wearing number 2. Philip Hobbs is a 5'10 junior, number 12. Christian Harvey, a 6' senior, number 20. And Jordan Fry is a 6'3 junior. He wears number 24. So again, for the Panthers tonight, Johnson, Lee, Rogers, Pack, and Logan. For the Red Devils, Wedlow, Clemens, Hobbs, Harvey, and Fry. Well, it's well documented what happened between these two teams last season. Let's see if the Red Devils can avenge not only the loss last year, but make it more respectable this time around, because it was ugly early and it was ugly fast 1 year ago. Red Devils in their home whites, Panthers in their traveling dark uniforms, and we're ready to get this one underway. Keyshawn Clemens for the Red Devils will jump it up against Donald Lee. And Richmond will win the tip. It'll be Red Devil basketball. Harvey averaging just over 20 points per game. Didn't play very well in his last contest, as the Red Devils work that weave out front once again. Near travel by Ricky Wedlow. Red Devils are going to have to get some offense out of their post, and they're going to have to find a way to get to the basket. Here is Harvey on the drive. Offensive foul against Christian Harvey. And the Red Devils turn the ball over for the first time tonight. Harvey lit the Panthers up last year for 39. So for head coach Doug Mitchell, he knows very well what the capabilities are of Christian Harvey. Keep an eye tonight on Donald Lee. He's a very good player wearing number 5, and right now he's on the right wing cutting through the lane. This is Johnson. Logan out front will give it off now to Johnson. Drives, and we've got an offensive foul against Johnson. Good position underneath by Keyshawn Clemens, and Tyreek Johnson will pick up his first. So each team with an offensive foul and each team with a turnover here in the opening period of play. Just underway. We are now 45 seconds into this opening quarter. That is Christian Harvey now to Wedlow. Wedlow got off to a good start against Jay County last week and then kind of faded away the rest of the way. Here is Wedlow, his three-pointer, no good, long rebound. Pulled down by Caleb Pack, the 5'9 senior guard. And boy, watching North Central in warm-ups, they've got a lot of quickness out on the floor. There's a 15-footer straight away, no good by Rogers. And the rebound, Clemens. Richmond in transition the other way. They'll play back on the half court. Panthers very quick back on defense as well. And we have an offensive foul again. This time they're going to get Clemens on an illegal screen. We have now had 3 fouls, all 3 offensive. And so the Red Devils have their second turnover of the night. Tyreek Johnson. This is a senior-oriented lineup other than, really, you look at a couple of the players off the bench. These guys are going to play a lot of minutes. Here is Logan off the top of the key. No good, too hard. The rebound by Richmond's. That ball goes out of bounds. Richmond will turn it over. That was Hobbs who ended up getting the rebound. He tried to get Harvey, and he throws it away. Richmond now with 3 turnovers here in the opening period of play. That's a costly one there, but again, no score so far. We say costly. You want to give every possession you possibly can an opportunity, as that'll be a foul called on Hobbs. Hobbs averaging 5 points per game, shooting just 33%. We look at Hobbs at 33%, Clemens at 33%, Wedlow at 24%, and Harvey at just 25%. Nice inbound turnaround jumper, good by Rogers. And there are your first 2 points of the ball game as the Panthers get on top 2-0. Rogers at 12 points and 8 rebounds per contest. 6:08 to go. Clemens on the high post. There's your crossover and the drive by Harvey and the layup good. Harvey ties his ball game at 2 apiece. Richmond trapping deep in the corner. Here's Johnson, who will find Lee in the skip pass. Now to Caleb Pack. Pack to Logan. And here's Johnson at the left elbow. Top of the key to Rogers. His three-pointer way off the mark. The rebound by Harvey. Lead pass, and it's behind Jordan Fry. Fry not looking for it, and he was ahead of the Pack as well. Here's a three-pointer the other way by Pack of North Central. Misses it. Fry with a rebound. And both teams cold early. 4 turnovers by Richmond. Nice crossover by Wedlow. Offensive foul. Another offensive foul on the Red Devils. They now have committed 3 offensive fouls here in the first quarter. And Jordan Fry is going to come out of the ball game as that last pass ended up hitting him in the back as he was heading down the floor. And we will see Jacob Jones come in for the first time. Jones an undersized post, but a lot of meat inside to work with. North Central basketball in the corner, no good. Shot's going to be missed. Rebound by Lee, put back no. Another offensive rebound by Rogers. And North Central basketball on a bad pass. Second turnover for the Panthers. Here's Harvey, three-pointer. He might have had that one partially blocked, and Wedlow misses a puppy inside. Had a chance to put it back and misses it. Panthers back the other way. Here's Rogers. His shot no good. Another rebound. Nice job again by Phillip Hobbs getting his second board here in the opening period. Here's Wedlow with a crossover to the left hand. Back to Hobbs. His three-pointer's on the way. No good. And the rebound, Donald Lee for North Central. Here the Panthers back the other way. This time it's going to be Johnson hitting the three. Tyreek Johnson will give the Panthers now a 5-2 lead. First three-pointer of the ball game. And Red Devil basketball as we're coming up on the halfway mark here in the opening period of play. That is Harvey. Wedlow at the elbow. Gets that screen from Clemens. Clemens rolls, receives. Now starts to make his move off the glass. Good. Boy, do you need that. Clemens makes it a 5-4 ball game. And finally some production out of your post players. Here's Donald Lee. Pull-up shot on the baseline. No good. Offensive rebound. Put back good by Logan. Will Logan gets on the board. And the Red Devils are going to have to do a much better job on the rebounding side on the defensive end. Here's Wedlow. Top of the key three. Missed another one. And Wedlow cold early. Rebounded by Rogers. Panthers in transition at 3:27 to go. Both teams will go to their benches. We'll talk about those changes in a moment. Here's Johnson on the drive. He will find Donald Lee, and we'll go back outside to Pack. Pack receives it off Rogers' hands. Pack shot no good. Rogers put back, yes. Red Devils didn't rebound, and so Rogers gets his second basket. That was Keyshawn Clemens who didn't get a body on Rogers. Richmond basketball. Richmond will work it down to Jones. Nice pass. Nope, it went behind Christian Harvey. And then the Panthers give it right back. Here's Harvey the other way. Left hand layup, no. Gets it back, lays it in. Christian Harvey now with 4. 9-6, 2:35 to go. Here's Johnson, gets that high screen from Logan. Caleb Pack now with the basketball. Nice bounce inside. They'll clear it out in the corner. Here's Donald Lee for 3. No good. And Christian Harvey with a rebound for the Red Devils. Here's Harvey. 2:13 remaining in the quarter. Harvey, he'll pull up himself. Missed the short jumper. And the rebound pulled down by Donald Lee. Once again, here's Pack. Back to Lee. 3-pointer. No. Both teams cold early. Harvey able to run that one down in the corner. And they're going to get Harvey for a travel. 7 turnovers now by the Red Devils. Kareem Jett is in. Fry is back in for the Red Devils. Coming in for North Central, we'll see Terrence Dixon, a 5'9 senior. He wears number 12. And also checking into the lineup, number 14, Charlie Patterson, a 6'7 sophomore. So they'll get a little bit bigger with Patterson in the middle. Excuse me, Peterson, not Patterson. And we've got a moving screen against the Panthers, or it was a travel. They're going to get a turnover either way. 4th turnover now by the Panthers. 1:49 remaining. So far, Christian Harvey with 4 points, Clemens with 2. Richmond will take this game in a low-scoring affair. Here's Harvey, 3-pointer, good. And Harvey picking up right where he left off last year. Ties this ball game at 9 apiece. Again, he scored 39 against the Panthers last year, had 39 of the 51. And losing the ball out of bounds is Dixon. 5 turnovers now for the Panthers. Well, and neither team really playing all that well here in the first half. 1:27 to go. Richmond working it now to Harvey once again. Jones will set the screen. Harvey, and they've got another moving screen. You got to stay set, and you cannot move with the defender like that. So they got Jones another offensive foul, so that's now 8 turnovers by Richmond. By the way, the Red Devils now with 5 team fouls and North Central with just 1. Here is Dixon. In the ball game as well, Darren Croney, a 6'1 sophomore. He wears number 24. And another turnover. That's number 6 by the Panthers. Here's Harvey, back the other way, gets bumped and still banks it off the glass. How about Christian Harvey? Richmond leads this one 11-9, and they'll force a turnover as that's a travel by Peterson. 7 turnovers now by the Panthers. Tyreek Johnson coming back in for North Central. Michael Rogers also coming back in, so the bench producing nothing there for the Panthers. Boy, what a difference a year makes. It's also the difference that you don't have Chris Wilkes on your team, Mr. Basketball from a year ago. For the Red Devils, again, other than the 8 turnovers, and talking about how many offensive fouls they've had in this opening quarter, as the Red Devils will play for the final shot of this opening period. That is Christian Harvey. Well, to hold North Central to just 9 points in the opening quarter is a huge lift. To see the Panthers going right after Harvey. Harvey down the lane, the kick out. Here's a three on the way. Good bucket by Kareem Jett. A three-pointer by Jett. Here's the spin by Johnson. The feed now to Pack. His three-pointer no good. 4 seconds remaining in the corner. That three's no good by Johnson. Stepping out of bounds is Dixon, and that's going to do it for the opening period of play. After one, the Red Devils on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard lead North Central 14-9. This is Richmond basketball and Radio Troy Digital Sports.
For over a century, Richmond Power & Light has been providing safe, reliable energy to the citizens and businesses of Richmond and the surrounding area. Through their dedicated and talented employees, they are advancing their tradition of exceptional service through new technology, training, and efficiency in everything they do. Richmond Power & Light provides reliable, low-cost energy and technology services in a customer-focused, environmentally responsible, safety-conscious manner. Richmond Power & Light. Together we make powerful partners. The Purdue Polytechnic Institute in Richmond is part of a statewide network that offers the same technology degrees available in West Lafayette. The benefit of earning your degree at the Richmond location is that the campus is small enough to provide you with dedicated one-to-one attention while you earn your degree from Purdue University. Purdue Polytechnic of Richmond. Give them a call at 973-8228 or go to their website for more information at polytechnic.purdue.edu.
Yeah, good start for the Red Devils. Good, bad, and ugly, I think we saw in all areas of this opening quarter. Christian Harvey, though, again, boy, the Red Devils need some more scoring besides Harvey, but Harvey with 9 points, 2 by Clemens, and then how about Kareem Jett, 3 points, 4 by Rogers, 3 by Tyreek Johnson, and 2 by Will Logan. It'll be Panther basketball. By the way, Brandon Irvin has come in now for the Red Devils. Irvin wearing number 15, a 5'11 junior, and the Red Devils playing a zone. And another turnover. Here is Harvey, back the other way, left-hand layup, no good. And the rebound by Rogers. Richmond's missed a couple of easy ones. And there's another travel. 9 turnovers now for the Panthers. Well, they're missing, and not only think about Chris Wilkes from last year's team, they had a couple of other pretty good players that they were very good complements. And they don't right now appear to have that early, but it's still only 2 games in the season for North Central. That is Kareem Jett. I thought Jett played well last week when you consider he shot the ball right when the Red Devils needed a couple of buckets in that third quarter. Harvey, floater, no. A lot of contact as he went to the floor. Logan comes away with it. Here's a drive by Pack, and he turns it over, but boy, got it right back. Near steal by Jett. Baseline drive, layup good. That'll be Croney. Croney will get his first 2. It's a 3-point lead for Richmond. Harvey, of course, getting some attention as one of the players in the state of Indiana that is not committed. Panthers will stay in their zone as they've gone a 2-3, knowing the Red Devils have struggled shooting from the outside. That is Harvey talking with Coach Wedlow. Here's Harvey on the drive against Johnson, and the Harvey pullback shot from 3. Probably settled for a 3 right there. Not a good look that time. Crody will find Johnson, and he will attempt to get that ball to Rogers, but the Red Devils got a hand on it, knocked that out of bounds. 6:10 remaining in the quarter. Wedlow is coming back in, and I'll tell you what, I'm keeping an eye on Harvey. I think he might have gotten hurt that last time down. He was holding his right side when he came out. He went to the floor after missing the 1 shot. Panthers again will kick it back outside to Pack. Pack on the drive. Clemens may have got a piece of it. And Jordan Fry with a rebound. Quick outlet. Turnover, Richmond. That's number 9. And scoring will be Johnson. Johnson with 5. Not a bad thought that time, but boy, you got to make sure those quick hands out there for North Central's not ready to steal one away, and that's exactly what they did there. 5:36 to go. Richmond's lead down to 1. Here's Brandon Irvin, gets the screen from Fry. Irvin picks up his dribble. Be careful right there. You can get trapped easily. And now Richmond a little discombobulated on offense, and they will call a timeout. We will take a timeout as well on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. It is a 30-second timeout. We will take a timeout. 14-13, Richmond leading it by 1.
Best One Tire and Service has been committed to our partners since 1948. With more than 250 locations in 26 states, Best One puts over 1 million tires on the road every year. Superior tires, expert service, competitive prices. Best One Tire and Service, where the best costs less.
Hi, I'm Roger Clark with Best One of Richmond. Because Best One is one of Bridgestone's largest retailers, we offer exclusive Bridgestone savings. Visit us in Richmond to save on Bridgestone tires today.
You know, Richmond's offense kind of breaking down a little bit right there, so a good timeout for Coach Wedlow. 5:25 remaining. Here in the second quarter. You know, Richmond is, again, this season, you only average 38 points per game. We'll get that off there for you. Here is the shot. Boy, I don't think that was a good shot again. Harvey took another bad shot right there. That's 2 in a row for Harvey. And back the other way, there's a shot no good up front by Johnson, and Clemens with a rebound. Wedlow, Irvin, one dribble and had it blocked out of bounds, and it'll stay right here. Now they list Irvin at 5'11". I don't think he's 5'11". He's probably closer to 5'9", maybe. And there's a nice reverse layup by Harvey. 11 points now by Harvey. And the Red Devils now lead it by 3. Richmond, see now taking that zone above the 3-point line. That is Rogers. Pull-up shot good. He took it over Jordan Fry. Rogers now with 6, and a traveling call on Richmond. That'll be their 10th turnover. Panthers have a chance now to take the lead. That's twice the Red Devils have had a turnover. Just getting the basketball inbounds. Here is Rogers again. Missed it. Clemens high for the rebound. There's a travel, but no call against the Red Devils right there, but they turn it over anyway. That's number 11, and quickly back the other way. Harvey with a big block as he took it away from Caleb Pack. Harvey streaking the other way. Nice pass to Clemens, layup good. North Central pushing it down in the corner. Here's Caleb Pack, and a nice pass inside. Rogers lays it in for 2. And I think we have made a delay of game on Rogers as he touched the basketball after it went through the hoop. Rogers off to a good start. He has 8, but how about that last pass? Got things going for Clemens. Clemens double team to the backcourt, and a traveling call. That is 3 traveling calls by the Red Devils. Counting the offensive fouls, the Red Devils have turned it over 12 times here in the first half. 3:42 to go. That is Pack out front against Clemens. The high screen by Logan. Pack will now reverse it to the right to Johnson. Johnson has yet to get on track tonight. There's a drive and the tip no, and it'll be a 2-shot foul. We'll go to the line for the first time. There you see the time remaining.
Personal foul against the Red Devils, number 24, Jordan Fry.
They'll get Jordan Fry.
Jordan's first foul.
This will put Tyreek Johnson to the line. This is the first time either team has been to the free throw line here tonight. That'll tie the ball game. Hobbs back in.
Also number 10, Richard Hardister. One more shot
Hardester coming in. Richard Hardester now for North Central. By the way, Jordan Fry will sit down. Well, by the time we played this long in the game last year, it was over. Second free throw's no good. And coming away with it, Christian Harvey. Nice pass, will find Hobbs. Back to Harvey, down the lane, good. They can't stop him. And North Central back the other way. Hobbs got a hand on it.
In for North Central's
Logan will come out. Charlie Peterson, the 6'7 sophomore, back in. 3:16 remaining in the quarter, and the Red Devils now lead it by 2. Here's Johnson, bypasses the screen from Rogers. And now it'll be Donald Lee. By the way, Lee has not scored, averaging 24 a game. Lee down the lane, good. There you go, he's on the board. Ties the ball game at 20. There's the press again. Here's Hobbs, and then Hobbs lost it, picked up by Harvey. Harvey, Irvin, three-pointer, no. And tipped out of bounds, last touched by Phillip Hobbs. It'll be North Central basketball. Boy, Richmond not getting back. Easy layup by Peterson. Well, if you're going to press, you better get back quickly. Peterson now with 2. And the Red Devils get it to Wedlow. Quickly swinging it back again to Wedlow on the right side. Jumper good. Wedlow for 2. That's going to be a three-pointer. Wedlow gets his first 3, and North Central comes right back and scores.
off the glass is Rogers.
Rogers on the board again. 10 points. And, boy, I tell you what, nice pass again to Hobbs, and then he traveled with it. Panthers lead at 24-23. Richmond will 2-2-1 press right here. Again, that ball gets past that first wave of quickness. You better get back pretty quick. That's how the Panthers scored with Peterson the last time. In the corner, here's Lee. Good three-pointer, and you can't leave Lee wide open to let him get on track. Here's Hobbs, and his rims in and out. Peterson with a rebound. Here's Johnson. Lee, again, top of the key three, no good, and Irvin got a hand on it. Wedlow comes away with it for Richmond with 1:34 to go. Boy, they're going to leave Harvey wide open. Guess what? Oh, boy, I tell you what, that was close. Harvey almost nailed it. Hardester gets the rebound, and the corner will be fouled, and they will get Wedlow for his second.
That does put North Central in the bonus.
Richmond will be coming back with Kareem Jett, and Hobbs will sit down.
At the line is number 10, Hardester.
Hardester at the line. Richmond now with 7 fouls. North Central with just 1. Hardester's first trip is a successful one. Panthers now leaded by 5. That's the biggest lead either way. Still Richmond playing other than those turnovers. They've played relatively well here in the first half. An offensive rebound by Rogers. He'll kick out to Johnson for 3. Boy, I tell you what, just like that, it's an 8-point ball game and another turnover and missing the dunk. The putback, no, as Lee missed the dunk and then Rogers the putback. 1:06 to go. Clemens the other way, layup good. And this thing getting up and down the floor. This is the kind of pace the Red Devils probably like more than anything. That is Johnson, no. Ball loose in the lane. Rogers, his putback blocked by Clemens. And then, what do we have here? A jump ball. Peterson was tied up, I believe, maybe by the smallest guy on the floor, and that was Kareem Jett. Pack will come in. Richard Hardester, the senior, coming out. It will be Richmond basketball as the Panthers lose the possession arrow. That is their 10th turnover. Here's Harvey. Great quickness. Harvey, a little fake behind the back pass and then lays it in. And they don't have an answer for him. 4-point lead. Wide open is Lee, and he nails the three. 8 points now by Lee, and boy, Coach Wedlow yelling at his bench. Here's Harvey driving, left hand, bucket good, and he's fouled. Harvey had 39 last year. Peterson picks up the foul. 17 points by Harvey here in the first half. 17 of the Red Devils' 29, 27 seconds remaining as the free throw's on the way and no good. Rebounded by Rogers. Here's Johnson, back to Rogers. Rogers traveled with it, no whistle. Clemens can't hold on to it, ball tipped. Coming away with it, nice pass. Logan will lay it in. Richmond not rebounding. Richmond basketball. Here's Wedlow. Quick trigger on the three with 6 seconds. No good. Panthers have a chance for another shot. Here's Lee. Goes right by the defender and lays it in. And that was too easy to end the first half. On the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. North Central 38, Richmond 29. Your halftime report coming up in a moment. This is Richmond basketball, your Radio Troy Digital Sports.
At the Reed Orthopedic Center, our physicians and support team devote themselves to helping you return to a healthy and active lifestyle. Our expertise includes shoulder, elbow, foot, ankle, hand, wrist, hip, and knee injuries, as well as pain management and rehabilitation, and school athletic training programs and sports medicine. We are committed to providing you with the best possible orthopedic treatment that we can. To request an appointment at the Reed Orthopedic Center, call 765-935-8905.
For over 30 years, Reynolds Plumbing has been keeping the Richmond, Wayne County area running. Whether on commercial properties, restaurants, or residential, they've done quality plumbing, heating, and air work for thousands of customers. In a small town, a company like theirs cannot stay in business for as long as they have without being very good at what they do. It's not just about quality work, it's about customer service. If that's the kind of experience you want on your next plumbing or HVAC job, then Reynolds Plumbing has you covered. Call Reynolds Plumbing today at 966-0994.
Our community. It's where we live. It's where we work. It's where we play. At West End Bank, we're not just in the community, we're a part of the community. And that's why we support over 100 programs for local nonprofits and schools, including our financial literacy program that positively impacts countless students throughout the area. You bank locally, so we give back locally. To watch people grow with endless possibilities.
Hey, this is Steve, and out at Jiffy Lube the other day, a customer came in and said, Steve, this was my 100th oil change on this car, and you've done them all.
Hi, my name is George Farrell, and I've been coming to Jiffy Lube for over 14 years. I recently just had my 100th oil change. I'd like to thank Steve Funkhauser and his staff for the great service that they've provided me over the years. Thank you to all, and I would recommend anyone to come to Jiffy Lube to get their car serviced.
Jiffy Lube, #1 in customer satisfaction for a reason.
Little Sheba's Restaurant and Zini's Place. Come join us in Richmond at 175 Fort Wayne Avenue or at our newest location in Centerville at 129 East Main Street. Grab one of our gourmet pizzas, a deluxe sandwich, steak or fresh salad, and an ice-cold beer or your favorite wine. Featuring live music every Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday, plus more in our smoke-free environment. 10% discount with a valid student ID. It's better than being home.
At Square Donuts, we take our donuts seriously, and apparently so do our customers. Square Donuts is by far the #1 donut shop in Richmond. At Square Donuts, we bake our donuts, cinnamon rolls, long johns, and many other varieties fresh daily. Donuts became our family tradition and business in 1967, and we've continued through 3 generations. Square Donuts in Richmond has 2 locations, including 1241 Northwest 5th Street and 3637 East Main in the Hoppy Jeweler Plaza. Square Donuts of Richmond. We never cut corners and never will.
These players have
Halftime as the Red Devils trail at 38-29. Richmond outscored 29-15 in that second quarter, and it was simply, you kind of look back at a lack of rebounding, and then they let Donald Lee go. He had 10 points all in that quarter, hit a couple of big threes, and Richmond left him wide open in that quarter. By the way, Mike Rogers also had a big quarter. He had 9, so you had 2 players score 19 of their 29 in that second quarter alone. So here's how the first half went. Scoring-wise for the Panthers, 10 by Lee, 13 by Rogers. Johnson finished with 6. Hardister with a single point. Peterson with 2. Corney with 2. And Logan with 4. Red Devils were led by Christian Harvey with 17. Clemens had 6, Jett with 3, and Wedlow with 3. Red Devils turned the ball over 13 times in the first half, and the Panthers turned the ball over 10 times in the first half of play. But North Central, again, that little flurry they had about 3.5 minutes all the way down to the end of the first half is where the Red Devils kind of buried themselves and now trail it by 9 in the quarter. We will come back. When we do, we will have the second half in a couple of moments. This is Richmond Basketball and Radio Troy Digital Sports.
We check them better. Every Wetzel Better Buy certified vehicle is fully inspected and reconditioned by ASE and factory-trained technicians. And each Better Buy vehicle comes with a Carfax vehicle history report, so you know you can buy a vehicle with confidence. We back 'em better with a 3-day satisfaction guarantee. Every Wetzel Better Buy certified comes with a 3-day or 300-mile satisfaction guarantee. If you don't like it within that 3 days or 300 miles, just bring it back and we'll exchange it for a vehicle of equal value. Every Wetzel Better Buy certified vehicle comes with a 12-month, 12,000-mile warranty. We price them better. We have dedicated individuals searching the entire country for the highest quality, lowest price vehicles for our inventory. In today's competitive market, we're constantly monitoring vehicle values to ensure that we're offering the best prices possible. We guarantee that every Wetzel Better Buy vehicle is the highest quality used car or truck around. Our reconditioning process guarantees that you are getting a vehicle as close to brand new as possible, and our warranties back that up.
Summit Computer Systems is a full-service computer manufacturing and support company founded in 1997. They partner with businesses and individuals to provide computer systems, hardware service, support, design services, high-speed wireless internet, network design, and more. Summit Computers, 1427 Chester Boulevard in Richmond. Give them a call at 939-2120. Finding a used car dealership you can trust is not an easy thing to do, but for me, the choice was an easy one. I went to Tony's Car Sales in Richmond. I purchased my last 2 cars from Tony's and couldn't be happier with the service. They didn't pressure me, and they worked with me through the entire process. If you're in the market for a great used vehicle, get to Tony's Car Sales in Richmond, 250 National Road West, or give them a call at 962-5665 or go to their website, tonyscarsales.com.
You've got too much stuff in your house or in your business and nowhere to put it all. What do? Here's the answer. Quaker City Storage in Richmond. Quaker City Storage offers various size units for either short-term or long-term storage. You'll get the best rates in town, and you always have 24-hour lighted access to your stuff. Quaker City Storage on Industrial Parkway next to A House Tool. Quaker City Storage is a proud supporter of all Richmond High School athletics.
Georgia Direct is your one-stop source for floor coverings and decorating ideas for remodeling a home, office, kitchen, or bathroom. Their showroom offers quality products from Mohawk, Shaw, Armstrong, Craft Made, and many more. They proudly offer Richmond the best quality and variety of home design solutions at competitive prices. At Georgia Direct, their goal is to deliver an outstanding customer experience from selection through installation. Georgia Direct Carpets and Cabinets, 5200 National Road East, Richmond.
For the past 35 years, Van Vliet Insurance has built a reputation of bringing a personal touch. That's because at Van Vliet, it's all about you, your needs, your life, and our town. Along with providing quality coverage to individuals, families, and local businesses, we're proud of our community and the opportunity we have to protect your future within it. Van Vliet Insurance, an Erie Insurance representative. Hometown professionals at work for you.
Indiana University East is growing. Enrollment has doubled since 2007, and IU East is the university of choice in this region. With athletic programs, internship opportunities, bachelor's and master's degrees, and a growing number of degree programs on campus and online, it is easy to see why IU East is a leader on campus and in the community. Learn more about the many opportunities Indiana University East offers at iue.edu. IU. Focused on you.
Hey, this is Steve, and out at Jiffy Lube the other day, a customer came in and said, Steve, this was my 100th oil change on this car, and you've done them all.
Hi, my name is George Farrell, and I've been coming to Jiffy Lube for over 14 years. I recently just had my 100th oil change. I'd like to thank Steve Funkhauser and his staff for the great service that they've provided me over the years. Thank you to all, and I would recommend anyone to come to Jiffy Lube to get their car serviced.
Jiffy Lube, #1 in customer satisfaction for a reason.
For over 30 years, Reynolds Plumbing has been keeping the Richmond, Wayne County area running. Whether on commercial properties, restaurants, or residential, they've done quality plumbing, heating, and air work for thousands of customers. In a small town, a company like theirs cannot stay in business for as long as they have without being very good at what they do. It's not just about quality work, it's about customer service. If that's the kind of experience you want on your next plumbing or HVAC job, then Reynolds Plumbing has you covered. Call Reynolds Plumbing today at 966-0994.
Best One Tire and Service has been committed to our partners since 1948. With more than 250 locations in 26 states, Best One puts over 1 million tires on the road every year. Superior tires, expert service, competitive prices. Best One Tire and Service, where the best costs less.
Hi, I'm Roger Clark with Best One of Richmond. Because Best One is one of Bridgestone's largest retailers, we offer exclusive Bridgestone savings. Visit us in Richmond to save on Bridgestone tires today.
Back at the Tiernan Center, tonight's game brought to you in part by Jason Wise of Better Homes and Gardens First Realty Group. He has an idea for an alternative fundraiser for your school group or nonprofit. If you list, buy, or refer a customer and mention this promotion, he'll donate 10% of what he makes on that transaction to the school group or nonprofit of your choice in your name. Tell your friends, family, colleagues to mention this offer when listing with Jason Wise at Better Homes and Gardens First Realty Group. Well, we'll see what adjustments are always made at halftime. And, boy, how you end a half and how you begin a half are also important. The Red Devils didn't finish that first half well at all. Looks like we'll have the same starters in Johnson, Lee, Rogers, Pack, and Logan. As there you get a look at Coach Wedlow and his staff. I know Coach wasn't too happy with the way that thing ended. The Red Devils looks like they'll stay with their starters as well. Harvey, Wedlow, Clemens, Hobbs, and Fry.
Just a reminder, as we get ready to start third quarter action here tonight, do your best to stay off of the court during the action.
I think you're thinking about Christian Harvey, 17 points. How Richmond's going to get other guys, in fact. But Harvey had 2 shots. I don't think that he made wise decisions on a couple of those shots in that second quarter. It will be North Central basketball to open things up. And, boy, the way they finished out the second quarter, they get the basketball, and if they get off to a roll here at the beginning of the third, they can make this pretty quick. And the official bringing the players back, having them tuck in their jerseys. Now the thing is, you probably should put the 3 seconds back on the clock, and they will not. So it will be North Central basketball. Boy, they went for the lob inside. They set that play up for Donald Lee. That one goes out of bounds. Turnover number 11 now for the Panthers. And now the Panthers full court press. Hobbs, by the way, One of the better shooters for Richmond if he can get on track. Of course, Richmond has a 3-guard lineup going right now. Hobbs, nice shot fake. Boy, you'd love to see him shoot that one. Clemens back out to Harvey. Quickly will find Wedlow back to Harvey. And the thing now, Harvey looked at Wedlow. You need to shoot that ball. That was too quickly returned. The defense had not shifted over yet. Red Devils don't run that weave quite as much as they were earlier. They're actually getting people down inside, and that ball kicked into the corner, missed by Hobbs, and here come the Panthers once again. Shot fake, pull up from 17 on the way, good. That is Caleb Pack. That's his first bucket of the ball game. And the Red Devils trail it by 11. Here's Wedlow back the other way, three-pointer, good. And we'll need that 8-point lead. And Logan drops that one out of bounds. Turnover again for the Panthers. Well, I mentioned Caleb Pack. He averages 16. He only has 2 points. We talked about Lee earlier. He was scoreless, and I said that, and then all of a sudden he takes off. Now, Harvey goes down. Turnover Richmond. That ball was up in the air and up for grabs for anyone. Harvey's still down. You can't stop play here. Here's another three. We're basically playing 5-on-4 until Richmond gets the basketball. And Harvey is shaken up, and I know the Richmond crowd's upset, but the officials cannot stop play unless the player is involved in the injury at some point would basically cause any other player to have an injury. There you see the score, an 8-point lead for the Panthers. Boy, you hate to lose Harvey, 17 points, and he is having a real tough time just getting back to the bench. Now, he might be just cramping. That'll be at least the good news, that it's just a cramp. Kareem Jett will come in. Now the big question is, who's going to score for Richmond? Wedlow with 6, Clemens with 6, Jett with 3, but the consistency has not been there with those 3 players. Hobbs and Fry have yet to score. Richmond 32 points right now. They're averaging just 38. But again, the Panthers are going to come out and press. Here's Clemens. Short jumper, no. Long rebound, and that'll be Donald Lee. Here come the Panthers once again. Lee, three-pointer, no. And that might have been a kind of a quick trigger as well. Clemens with a rebound. Here is Kareem Jett. Hobbs, his 3, good. There you go. And just like that, the Red Devils down by 5. North Central basketball. Here's Lee again. No-look pass in the corner. Pull-up shot is on the way. That one's off the rim by Pack. Ball loose. Still loose. And who's going to get it? North Central, and it's going to be what? Over and back. There was a touch. Now, I think the underneath official is going to say that ball was touched or not. That's going to be a turnover for the Panthers, and the official says no, so the Panthers over and back. By the way, Harvey's back in, so that must have been a cramp. And they got him back in pretty quick. 5:49 to go. Red Devils down by 5. Nice pass to Fry. Did not catch it cleanly. And he's going to go to the line for 2. This is just the second time the Red Devils have gone to the free throw line. Rogers will pick up the foul. That is going to be his first. Free throw's no good.
That is the first foul on Rogers, also the team first.
That is only 3 fouls so far in North Central in the entire game. 5:43 to go. You saw the scoreboard just a couple of moments ago. Second free throw is good by Fry, and Jordan gets on the board. Nope, they're going to wave it off. Take that back. So take the point away, as apparently the Red Devils a lane violation. We'll stay at a 5-point lead. Richmond a little zone trap. Ball tipped in the air. Turnover again for the Panthers. Here comes Richmond. Hobbs wide open. They missed him. And Harvey, take that back. That's going to be Wedlow. Threw that one off the glass. He had Hobbs wide open. And we've got a foul at the other end. That's going to go against Donald Lee. Lee away from the basketball. Gets called for the foul. Anyway, Hobbs, he was wide open in this corner. Wedlow didn't see him. 5:21 to go here in the third. Lee averaging 24 so far, held to 10, but 10 big points in that second quarter. This is a different Richmond team than what we saw in the first two games. There's a turnover and the easy layup by Pack. Richmond now with 15 turnovers, and they turn it over again. That's 16. That's something they have not done this year, is turn the ball over. And the Red Devils, I believe, are going to get a timeout, and they will. On the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard, Richmond trailing at 42-35.
At the Reed Orthopedic Center, our physicians and support team devote themselves to helping you return to a healthy and active lifestyle. Our expertise includes shoulder, elbow, foot, ankle, hand, wrist, hip, and knee injuries, as well as pain management and rehabilitation, and school athletic training programs and sports medicine. We are committed to providing you with the best possible orthopedic treatment that we can. To request an appointment at the Reed Orthopedic Center, call 765-935-8905.
Tonight's game brought to you in part by your Richmond area Subways. Each day of the week, you can get a different 6-inch sub with no artificial flavors or colors, only $3.50. Every Monday, it's the sweet onion chicken teriyaki. Tuesday, the oven-roasted chicken. Wednesday, the turkey breast. Treat yourself at Subway. 4 locations in Richmond and Hagerstown. Subway, eat fresh. Red Devils have outscored the Panthers 6-4 in the quarter, but they've made a couple of costly turnovers as well. For Richmond, they don't have a large margin of error. They can't turn the ball over a lot and expect to win games, especially against a team like North Central, but then again, you've turned them over 14 times. After the timeout, lazy pass stolen away. Hobbs, 2-on-1 break the other way, and Hobbs missed a layup. That is at least three easy baskets the Red Devils have missed. You can't miss. Well, you certainly can't anticipate somebody's going to come block it. You just take it up strong, and he did not. Short jumper, good. That'll be Johnson. He has 9. Red Devils trail it by 9. Here is Harvey. His jumper from 14 is good. Harvey with 19. And the Red Devils back to within 7. Ball loose, almost another turnover. Tyreek Johnson at the point. Here's a guy you don't want to get going. That's Lee driving baseline, and a foul called against Hobbs. Hobbs will pick up his second. You're going to look at this game. You know, the Red Devils, again, they're going to say, boy, we can play with teams like this. Just think we can cut down on the turnovers and hit those easy shots and not let guys like Donald Lee get off. 46-37. Here's Harvey back the other way. Harvey drives, offensive foul. Logan takes the foul, and the turnover, you hear the crowd. Harvey with 2. Harvey, by the way, both his fouls are offensive fouls. And the Red Devils again down by 9. And boy, you know, the other thing is you like to hear this crowd get a little more involved in some of these games. They sometimes don't get very vocal. That shot from the top of the key, no good by Johnson. And this Richmond basketball team is going to need some energy from this home crowd here the rest of the way. Boy, Wedlow got hit, and there's Jordan Fry for 3. Big bucket by Fry, and the Red Devils down by 6. Wedlow, he got bumped pretty good. No whistle on that last play. Top of the key, the other way, three-pointer good. Rogers, he has 16. And the ball knocked out of bounds, last touched by Caleb Pack. Well, that's something that Coach talked about earlier this week on our show, is that Fry can hit that. If he's trailing the play, you got to find him and let him get a chance to hit that three at the top of the key, and that's exactly what he did. 3 minutes remaining here in the third. Here's Fry. Boy, I tell you, be careful there. He took that extra step. Now it'll be Harvey. Harvey in the corner. Wedlow, his three-pointer, good. And the Red Devils back to within 6, and here is Donald Lee again. You got to get some stops at the other end. Your defense is really going to have to pick things up. Fry fakes the three, back to Wedlow, and he'll swing it right side to Harvey. Skip pass, and it goes out of bounds, and wait a minute, somebody touched that. Two officials will get together, and it should stay Richmond basketball, yes. That was the official, by the way, who was about ready to give that ball back to North Central. He might have been crucified in this one. He was the one that called that charge on Christian Harvey. Entry pass, Fry, tipped. Fry able to get it back. Kick out. Wedlow, wide open three. Good. .217. You hit shots, you can stay in ball games. North Central, and an offensive foul called on the Panthers. This time they got Logan. That'll be their 15th turnover. 2:11 remaining. Doug Mitchell at half court. He is pleading his case. Well, Richmond not running that weave. They were running a lot of weave in the first two games. I don't think they've scrapped it totally, but they've kind of gotten away from it. There's more movement inside and more movement in the lane instead of just running that weave outside and your post player standing and really doing not much. Nice drive by Harvey. Layup good, and he's fouled. Richmond back to within 3. Harvey 17 at the half, only 4 points in the third quarter. Dane Brooks was in, a 6'5 senior, for just a couple of moments. He is out. We'll see Charlie Peterson come in. Foul's going to be called on Rogers. That's his second. And here's Harvey at the line. He missed his only attempt earlier. And the free throw's on the way and good. It is a 2-point ball game. 1:49 remaining. North Central basketball. Near steal by Harvey, but a travel. Harvey forced the travel as he came from behind and nearly got the steal. And the Red Devils now force the Panthers into 16 turnovers. It'll be Richmond basketball. Chance to tie or take the lead. Red Devils coming back strong here in the third. That is Jordan Fry. Somebody go get the ball, please. There you go. And we have a 3-second call. Boy, I tell you what, that'll drive you absolutely nuts. That is Clemens got caught camping in the lane. You got to get out of there. Richmond had a chance to tie. Now you don't want North Central getting a little more run here like they did at the end of the first. There's a drive and a miss by the putback, good by Peterson, off the miss by Donald Lee. Red Devils down by 4, 1:07 to go. Here's Harvey. Harvey catches, drives, feeds outside. Three-pointer on the way. No by Wedlow. Long rebound, Peterson. And now the Panthers. Here's the end of the third quarter. Boy, you don't want this to go strong again for the Panthers like it did in the second quarter. Richmond again a chance to tie. Here is a three, good. Rogers for 3. And just like that, it's a 7-point ball game. You had it to within 2, 5 unanswered here at the end of the third quarter. So close. The teams are going to, like Richmond, they're going to have to learn how to finish out quarters strong. 22 seconds. That is Christian Harvey. He's just going to hold the basketball. I think Richmond, they were trying to play for a final shot until that 3-second call by Clemens. Fry, 8 seconds, quick on the shot. Another chance here for the Panthers. Panthers basketball down the lane. Shot no good, tip no, and that's going to do it. Richmond did not finish that quarter strong at all. We will head to the fourth on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Richmond down 56-49.
The Purdue Polytechnic Institute in Richmond is part of a statewide network that offers the same technology degrees available in West Lafayette. The benefit of earning your degree at the Richmond location is that the campus is small enough to provide you with dedicated one-to-one attention while you earn your degree from Purdue University. Purdue Polytechnic of Richmond. Give them a call at 973-8228 or go to their website for more information at polytechnic.purdue.edu.
As an internet service provider, Parallax Systems offers reliable residential high-speed internet service and business service. With a fiber backbone reaching over 150 miles, we have created a multifaceted delivery system. Our dark fiber leasing has proved beneficial to public and private sectors alike. Parallax serves Wayne County and surrounding areas. Parallax Systems, when speed matters, a division of Richmond Power and Light.
Tonight's game brought to you in part by Chef Casey, located at 1301 South L Street in Richmond. His motto is, I grill while you chill. He'll cater for all events or occasions. Personal chef and traveling barbecue service, carry out and delivery is available. Chef KC, 1301 South L Street in Richmond. Boy, you look at the end of the second quarter, you look at the end of the third quarter, and that's where Richmond has kind of let this thing, though it's still within 7, they kind of let that thing get away with a little bit. They had a chance to tie until that 3-second call. Hobbs on the right wing. North Central back to the man-to-man. Here's Wedlow, played well in that third with 9 points, all on threes. He has 12, and that'll be a foul call against Rogers, his third. Harvey with 22 points, 12 points by Wedlow. Clemens with 6, Hobbs with 3, Fry with 3, Jett, he has 3. Harvey will find Wedlow off the screen, and he traveled with it. One more dribble is all you needed right there, and the Red Devils open up the fourth quarter with a turnover. .7:31 remaining. Nice pass inside. Peterson wasn't ready for it. Turnover Panthers. Harvey, floater, no, off the back of the rim, and he's going to get fouled by Peterson from behind. Off the rebound. Peterson picking up his second. By the way, following the game tonight, we'll go to Twitter and Facebook Live for the post-game with Coach Wedlow. So make sure that you tune in for that. We don't hang around here for the post-game, and sometimes Coach takes a few minutes to come out. By the way, Harvey is setting down. I'm not sure if he's cramping up again, so Kareem Jett is back in. Inbounding to Clemens. Back to Hobbs in the corner. Shot fake, starts baseline, back out to Clemens. He'll spin and hand it off again to Hobbs, and that'll be Jett out front with 7:09. And he carried it. Another turnover by Richmond. That's 20. And again, we say 20, but you got to take the offensive fouls. Those are also considered turnovers. North Central's going to get their first timeout. And on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard, Red Devils trail it by 7. This is Richmond basketball on Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Our community. It's where we live. It's where we work. It's where we play. At West End Bank, we're not just in the community, we're a part of the community. And that's why we support over 100 programs for local nonprofits and schools, including our financial literacy program that positively impacts countless students throughout the area. You bank locally, so we give back locally to watch people grow with endless possibilities.
I want to mention, too, for basketball fans, later tonight into tomorrow morning, we will have all the high school basketball scores from around the state. Richmond next week on the road at Marion on Friday night, as we'll get into NCC play, the Giants and the Red Devils next Friday. Entry pass will find Lee, left hand no. And a rebound, Hobbs. I'll tell you what, Hobbs is a pretty darn good rebounder for being as small as he is, and the foul's going to be called on Will Logan. You know, Hobbs is also a player that will get you a deflection, and I still think that when it's all said and done, if you can get Hobbs to start hitting the outside shot along with Wedlow and Harvey, this could be a decent basketball team by the end of the year. But you got to hit shots. There's Hobbs right there. Hobbs with threes at the line for the first time. 6:48 remaining, and there's a good. I'll tell you what, that didn't look good at first as it hit the back of the iron, but then took a nice bounce. Richmond back to within 6. Second free throw, got a nice roll. Well, people are going to say, what's the difference between the offense this week and what it was in the first 2 weeks? Well, again, you hit some shots. Number 2 is I just think they got away from that weave out front. They were not running a very good offense overall for the players. Here is a pack for 3. Missed it. Fry goes down. He and Rogers got hooked up. Richmond basketball and turnover. Another turnover for the Red Devils, and Lee will miss another layup. Clemens with a rebound. Richmond basketball. Here is the finger roll. Good by Wedlow. Boy, and they love to see him get to the basket more instead of settle for the outside shot. Back the other way. And the short jumper in the lane. Good by Logan. Boy, I tell you what, North Central is going to waste no time. You got to get back on defense. Here's Wedlow once again. Wedlow stops, kicks it back out to Hobbs. Skip pass nearly stolen away by Johnson. Now there's another guy right there, and that's Jet. Boy, you get him going a little bit on offense. He hit a couple of big threes against Jay County last week. One thing I better do is change the quarter here to the fourth quarter. And we've got a carry again. Turnover, Richmond. 9 of the Red Devils for 22 turnovers. Harvey's back in. Hardister coming in for the Panthers. Well, this one a whole lot different than last year's 105-51 drubbing. It is still just a 2-possession game. And again, as poorly as Richmond has played in spurts, they're still within striking distance. Need a stop, though. That is Hardister. Kick out. That shot no good by Lee. Harvey with a rebound. Richmond in transition the other way. Nice crossover. Harvey, no. And what do we have here? And that's going to be goaltending on North Central. The basket is good. They're going to give it to Harvey. Harvey now with 24, and the Red Devils to within 3. Well, North Central has missed a couple of shots, and that was Donald Lee who's missed a couple of shots. There's Harvey with a steal. Harvey to the basket. Layup good. Richmond down by 1. So now Richmond returning the favor. Baseball pass. Here's Lee, short jumper, and can't get it. Tipped off the rim and good. That is Corney. And we've got a timeout. And I think North Central got the timeout on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Richmond trailing it by 3.
New Vision Sports is a training program that focuses on the training and improvement of this serious-minded athlete, including all ages and skill levels. From creating customized workout plans to providing ongoing motivation and support, New Vision strives to help you achieve your training goals. Their trainers use a variety of effective workout plans based on your specific goals. New Vision Sports, 977-5831, or go to their website, newvisionsports.com. That's New Vision Sports with a Z. Mancino's is family-friendly, serving fresh grinders, pizza, pasta, and salads daily. They serve great food priced for family budgets. And whether it's one of their homemade grinders, salads, or pizza, there's sure to be something for everyone in your family. Our baking process may cost a little more and take more time, but the end result of freshness and flavor make the real difference in all of Mancino's award-winning products. Mancino's of Richmond. Give them a call at 966-1161 or go to their website, mancinosofrichmond.com.
Well, the Red Devils down by 3, 60-57.
just under 5 minutes to go here.
Richmond looked like maybe they were going to let this thing get away, but they have come back and have made this a ball game. That is Harvey, 26 points. Coming off that 39 last year. 17 feet away. Wedlow hard on the shot. Harvey with a rebound. Harvey put back good. Back to within one. Here is Lee driving, scoring, and what do we got? Offensive foul. Doug Mitchell didn't like that call, but I think they're going to get Rogers. Wave off the basket, an illegal screen on Rogers, his fourth. Turnover number 18 now for the Panthers in Richmond. A chance now to take the lead. And we have a stoppage of play right here for some reason. Well, the one official going right, there's Doug Mitchell, the head coach for North Central. There is Coach Wedlow. I'm not sure why they stopped it. We're not like the big TV networks where they go over and tell them or give them an explanation. We just play. So Richmond a chance to take the lead. We're 4:26 to go here in the fourth. Number 7, North Central. Richmond giving them everything they want here tonight. Here's Harvey. Gets the screen from Clemens. Harvey backs it away with the left hand. Ball tipped in the air. Was intended for Harvey. And no. Come on. There you go. This place would have been torn down. They would have had to have remodeled. Johnson in. Coming out for North Central is Darren Croney. Wedlow inbounding. We'll just throw it in the backcourt. Good safe move as Harvey back to get it. Now, Richmond got to within chance to tie at the end of the half and got a 3-second call, and it ended up being a bigger lead for North Central. Fry from 15, blocked by Lee. And then Harvey back to try to get the steal, goes out of bounds. It'll stay North Central basketball. So there's two opportunities, earlier to tie, and then they got the 3-second call on Clemens, and that was not really a good look by Jordan Fry. Boy, give a head fake, get that guy in the air. 3:50 to go. And no matter what happens here tonight, Richmond played much better than they did in those first two games totally, no doubt about it. And there's a foul on Harvey. That's number 3 on the reach. That's still okay. We're at 3:41. He's got 2 to play with.
That's the third foul on Harvey.
That is only the third team foul as well on Richmond. 8 team fouls now on North Central. Boy, and the one thing you don't want Lee. Don't let Lee get going again like he did in that second quarter. So far, the Red Devils have held him under 10 under his scoring average. Johnson driving. Logan back out to Lee. And Lee, he's missed a couple of shots here that he thought was going to go down, and that made certainly a better opportunity for Richmond to get back into this thing. Here's Pack. He's been held in check. Lee spins in the lane. Shot on the way, good. Well, that shows you why he's a pretty good player right there. Richmond down by 3, coming up on 3 minutes. Doug Mitchell, he is saying a few things on the sidelines, trying to get his team going, and officials going to have to wipe off the basketball. 3:05 remaining here in the fourth quarter. There you see Kareem Jett. Harvey at the elbow, guarded by Donald Lee. 2 very good players going at it here tonight. Harvey's going to now attack Rogers. And we've got a foul call, and they're going to get Harvey again, I think, for another offensive foul as Logan takes the charge. And Harvey went down with a cramp again, this time in his left calf. And Harvey just picked up his fourth. I'm not sure if he ended up getting the cramp on the drive, and he fell into Logan. Logan's taken a couple of charges. They only have 3 on the board against Harvey. Unless they just called, but I thought the official called that a foul. Yep, it will be 4. Hobbs is in. As Harvey comes out, they're going to check on the cramp again, and I believe that the Red Devils are going to use a timeout right here on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Red Devils trail this one by 3.
Good time to remind you about the Bob Wedding.
For the past 35 years, Van Vliet Insurance has built a reputation of bringing a personal touch. That's because at Van Vliet, it's all about you, your needs, your life, and our town. Along with providing quality coverage to individuals, families, and local businesses, we're proud of our community and the opportunity we have to protect your future within it. Van Vliet Insurance, an Erie Insurance representative. Hometown professionals at work for you.
A reminder, tonight's game brought to you in part by Jason Wise at Better Homes and Gardens First Realty Group. He has an idea for an alternative fundraiser for your school group or nonprofit. If you list, buy, or refer a customer and mention this promotion, he'll donate 10% of what he makes on the transaction to the school group or nonprofit of your choice in your name. Tell your friends, family, colleagues to mention this offer when listing with Jason Wise at Better Homes and Gardens First Realty Group. Give him a call at 969-3400. 2:45 remaining here in the fourth. North Central basketball following the fourth foul on Harvey, and he is out. So now Richmond see if they can survive right here, down without their best player, who now has 28. There's a travel. Good start. That is now 19 turnovers for the Panthers. Harvey coming in, and let's see who he's going to come in for. It's going to be Fry. So now Richmond will go the 4-guard lineup. They had success against Jay County with a 4-guard lineup, and that means that Clemens will have to be a little bigger inside in the rebounding department. Here's Hobbs. Here's that weave we saw before. Harvey in the corner, shot fake, step back, throws inside. Clemens blocked from behind. Rogers got the block. Boy, you'd love to see Clemens maybe give that shot fake again. 2:09 to go. And now we'll see a weave at the other end. Red Devils in the man up front, and what do we have? A Panther timeout. So the Panthers down to their last 2 timeouts. We will take a timeout as well on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Richmond down by 3.
Some people are born lucky. Other people take luck into their own hands, avoid stepping on sidewalk cracks, and wouldn't dare walk under a ladder. But whether you're born with luck or make your own, when it comes to your insurance coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance today or visit them online at infarmbureau.com to purchase an auto policy. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shearer.
Big Boys Pizza is now open in Richmond, located at 1015 East Main Street, next door to the Civic Theater. The menu has great sandwiches, pasta, salads, and of course, pizza. Come dine in, carry out, or have your food delivered day or night, at home or at the office. Other locations are in Connorsville and Brookville. Bring in a sports ticket after any game and receive 10% off your purchase. Ticket must be dated for the same day as your purchase. Dine in, take out, or delivery, Big Boys Pizza. 765-488-0023.
Each team I have still with 2 timeouts remaining. Richmond will have the basketball We'll take that back. North Central have the basketball at midcourt. I would imagine if you're North Central, you're going to try to find something at the rim. And there's a travel. Well, you can't travel with it first. Pack. 20 turnovers. So now Richmond down by 3 with 1:50 remaining. We'll be careful right there. Donald Lee stepping up as Harvey at the point. Harvey off now to Wedlow. Here is the 3 on the way. Good! Big bucket by Kareem Jett. Ties a ball game. 1:28 to go. Kareem Jett with 6. North Central basketball. Richmond trying to pull off an upset here tonight. Logan cutting to the basket, knocked out of bounds. There's another deflection. That's a good call. Richmond getting the deflection. Well, Richmond better be careful. Well, they're going to get another timeout. Devils are going to get a timeout right here. Once again on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard, Richmond has tied this one at 62.
Since 1994, Beach Automotive has provided motorists in the Richmond area with comprehensive auto repair services that include car and truck care, alignment, brakes, tires, engine, transmission, and more. You'll be hard-pressed to find the same level of expertise that our auto mechanic specialists provide. For a high-performing vehicle, trust Beach Automotive. To learn more, call 765-966-8181. Beach Automotive, 110 East Main Street, Richmond.
Just a 30-second timeout. Well, what a difference a year makes. Red Devils will go man-to-man off of this inbound with 1:18 to go. North Central's going to try to score off the inbound, and they do. They got the pass to Pack. And the Panthers now lead it by 2, so we're down to 1:07 to go. Pretty good inbound. Some teams inbound just to inbound, others inbound to score, and they were certainly looking to score. Jett, who just hit the big 3 with the basketball, lost it. Here's Pack the other way. Big turnover for the Red Devils, and Pack lays it in, and North Central will get the timeout, now leading it by 4. That's a huge timeout on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. There you see it, 54.2 remaining. The Red Devils trail it by 4. Boy, that's a huge turnover for Richmond. That's just kind of the way it's been tonight. You look at the end of the half, the end of the third quarter, and now here at the end of the fourth quarter, something has happened. And generally it has been a turnover for the Red Devils. I have Richmond again unofficially with 24. That does include all offensive fouls where you lose the possession, which is essentially a turnover.
Down 4. We can do this. 54 to go.
Richmond needs to score quick, I believe, right here. And then, because this is going to be not a hard team to turn over, but you know they're not going to just throw it away this late. Doug Mitchell still has a timeout remaining. Harvey at the free throw line, stops, gives it up to Wedlow. Wedlow drives, contact, offensive foul. Well, you got to pull up on that shot. Try to bank that off the glass. You had 3 black jerseys right there. Coach Wedlow better be careful. He's out on the floor. So there is the 25th turnover by Richmond, either possession or a natural turnover. They will inbound. Speaking Donald Lee, Richmond will need to foul. You got to foul here. You're down 2 possessions, 30 seconds to go. That guy right there And did they get him, or did we get a timeout? And they're going to get Wedlow. I thought Clemens had a pretty good shot at getting Logan. That is only the 6th team foul, and if that's the case, North Central will inbound 29.8. There you see the clock. Baseline pass to Lean. He dunks it. Boy, he got wide open on the baseline, and Richmond didn't finish this well. Here's Harvey. Harvey, got to score. Let's go. 18 seconds. Got to put something up. Here is the three. Good by Harvey. You're still down by 3 with 11.7 seconds, and Richmond just used their final timeout. We'll keep it here for this 11.7. They're going to bring in, speaking of Richmond, for the first time this year, Sid Sanya. Sanya, not much of an offensive threat, but they need to get a foul here quickly. It means Harvey will probably come out. I would think anyway. I'm going to wait and see who's coming on the floor. If you're going to leave Harvey in, you still look at him having 4 fouls. If you happen to tie this thing up and go into overtime, you certainly want to have your leading scorer. So I want to see who's coming out on the floor before we look any further. Sonya's in. They're going to bring Irvin in. So they've gone with, they brought Harvey out. So they want to make sure that they hold on to him in case they get the ball back. So Irvin is checked in. Sid Sonya's checked in for the first time. And if it gets in, you foul immediately. Baseball pass getting open down the floor behind Irvin. And the baseball pass got to Pack, and there's the foul, 8.7. And that's the one thing you don't do. You don't let him run long on you. And that's exactly what happened to Brandon Irvin right there. They got long on him.
Foul's going to be on Irvin. His first.
At the line, here is Caleb Pack. 1 in bonus. That is the 7th team foul. Well, this one, again, was won at the end of each quarter. 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. And each time Richmond battled back, but you got to finish out quarters. Second one is good as well. 8.7, 2 possessions. Not much Richmond can do here. Harvey for 3, no. And 2 seconds to go, and they foul with 0.8. Now, Richmond's, they're going to lose it tonight, but boy, they played much better than I think most people would have given him credit for. You got your point totals up. You hit some big shots. You did turn the ball over a little bit more than certainly a lot more than you wanted to. And this one is over. On the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. North Central 70. Richmond 65. We'll come back with the 5th quarter show in a moment. This is Richmond basketball. Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Kate's Cages is the #1 indoor training facility for baseball and softball in Richmond by far. With top flight instructors, you will learn how to play the game the right way. Everything from pitching, hitting, catching, and fielding. Kate's Cages will also have the opportunity to participate in triple play fall ball, the softball academy, individual and team camps, and individual private workouts. Kate's Cages Baseball and Softball Indoor Training Facility, 1366 Rose City Boulevard. Call 993-2353 for more information.
At First Bank Richmond, we provide you with an excellent banking experience. Whether it's personal checking, savings, mortgage loans, consumer loans, retail lending, or trust and investments, you can count on First Bank Richmond. First Bank Richmond has been serving the Richmond area since 1887. For more information, give them a call at 962-2581 or go to their website at firstbankrichmond.com.
Hello, my name is Kyle Schwarzkopf. I'm the manager of Kyle's National Road Auto in business in Richmond since 1979. We employ ASE certified technicians and we have over 80 years of experience. We work on all domestics and most European and Japanese cars. Give us a call at 966-1555. Kyle's National Road Auto Service. My name is Kyle Schwarzkopf and I approve this message.
All the amenities you want and the convenience you need. Your next apartment is waiting for you at Chester Heights Apartments in Richmond. Chester Heights Apartments come with 1, 2, or 3 bedrooms with central air, inside laundry, swimming pool, and a new regulation-size volleyball court. Chester Heights also offers convenient access to IU East, Reed Hospital, shopping, restaurants, and more. Call today for specials. Chester Heights Apartments on Chester Boulevard in Richmond, a proud supporter of all Richmond High School athletics.
If you drive through the country back then, there was a basketball hoop everywhere.
So there were 74 boys in the top 4 grades at Milan. 58 of them came out for basketball.
It's the passion, the camaraderie.
I've played all over the world, and definitely I feel like Indiana is respected and well known for basketball.
The way that the people here in the state have embraced Indiana high school basketball is really unbelievable.
It's the euphoria, it's the excitement, we played on every Friday, Saturday night.
Back here at the Tierney Center one final time as the Red Devils drop this one tonight, 70-65. The Red Devils fall to 1-2 on the season. The Panthers ranked number 7 in the latest AP poll. They moved to 2-0. Here's the final scoring tonight for the Panthers. They were led by Mike Rogers with 19 points, Donald Lee with 18, 10 points by Caleb Pack, 9 by Tyreek Johnson, 6 points by Will Logan, also 4 points by Darren Croney. Charlie Peterson finished with 4, and Richard Hardister finished with a single point. By the way, Christian Harvey finished with 31 tonight. Ricky Wedlow finished with 14, the only 2 players in double figures for the Red Devils this evening. Clemens finished with 6, Jet with 6, 5 by Hobbs, and Fry finished with 3. I had the Red Devils for 25 turnovers in tonight's game. The Panthers finished with 20. Red Devils back in action next Friday night. We'll be on the road at Marion. It's the only game next week. And again, the pregame, it's around 7:30. Tip-off is at 8 o'clock from Bill Green Arena. Final score once again, North Central beats Richmond 70-65. Thanks for being with us. This has been Richmond Basketball, and don't forget on Facebook Live and Twitter Live, we'll have head coach Rick Wedlow talking about tonight's final score and performance of tonight's game. We'll see you next week right here in Radio Troy Digital Sports.